All right there, Brian. Just finished your Anytone Quad 6. It's heavily modified. Got a lot of stuff done to this radio. We've got a full tune-out. We've got upgraded finals done. We have a Hifi Transmit, full audio chain, which is a ton of components in this little radio. We got probably close to 30 parts changes in just the TX chain. The Hifi receive is done, upgraded filter, it's widened out. We have, what else do we have? We have an upgraded echo board. We have a 5-band internal equalizer. The EQ is modified too. We have a variable peak control on the side of the radio here. So you can adjust the output swing up and down to whatever value you'd like. I think it goes all the way down to around 26, 27 watts, and then all the way up to 130 watts or so PEP. We also have a variable average control, so it will control your bird average watts independent of your carrier, that you can use this to mesh up to any amplifier you need to whatever drive you need. We have an MP3 with line level recording circuit here. That's for your line level and also your playbacks. You can play anything you want off your phone onto the CB. You can play it underneath your voice as music. You can play it stronger than your voice, or you can just use it to record people and play them back, or record people and put it on Facebook. So you got an external Smeter hookup. This was took a little more to get the Smeter in here, but it's no problem. I've got one of those out there so we can display as well. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. So it should have the full tune-out, upgraded finals, Hifi Transmit, Hifi receive, upgraded echo board with mods, 5-band equalizer with modifications done, the external Smeter hookup, the MP3 with line level recording, the variable average power, and the variable peak power. And it should be everything. We'll go ahead and demonstrate the output here and see what we have. DOSI 200 watt scale. I'll go ahead and modulate it. Sorry about the tone, it's coming through my headphones and it's pretty loud. I may just let it come through there, that way my monitor still set, but the tone is coming through my monitor radio from my headphones, which we'll later be listening to. I don't have my adapter on there, Darren, so you may plug that adapter in there for me. Alright, so again, output on the DOSI, so it's like some big numbers on this little thing. We are doing 135 peak or so. I'll look at it on the Bird Peak 4314 meter, 250 watt slug, reading the top scale. We'll modulate it, and it is modulating to 150 peak. We'll check it out on the LP100A digital meter. Looks like we're doing 165 or so, 164 watts peak there. And again on the DOSI, 135 or so. Tries to hold, click 140 for a second. Our average output, 250 watt slug is going to read a little more friendly because it's a big slug. It's reading like 85 average. 100 watt slug here, we'll see what we have. I get them both in the frame. Sorry, I got so much stuff in the way of my elbow. Anyway, 100 watt slug here, reading the bottom scale, and we are doing about 72 bird average, which is some big bird numbers as well. The spectrum analyzer here, set it to 30 megahertz wide. It's nice and clean. If it had issues with it, you would see them climbing all up in here from the bias and everything else that has problems with these from the factory. Other than that, I guess that's a good example for the power. Oh, we can go ahead and show the, we'll go ahead and rotate the variable power down, and let me go ahead and take the peak adjustment all the way down. And matter of fact, I can go ahead and just cut the average all the way down too, so everything just goes counterclockwise. Alright, so everything all the way down. We'll go to 20 scale, see if it's still passing the 20 scale. It does not. So it only goes, it goes all the way down to 15.5 watts peak, which is from about a little less than a watt carrier. Still good there. Modulate it, still down there, still good. Swinging to about 16 peak or so. We'll go up with just the average. That will bring the peak up some, even though it's independent of the peak from a lower carrier. It's going to affect it a little bit. Just a little over 20 scale now, probably around 25. Yeah, 25, 26. All right, so rotate the peak back up again here, and we'll take the RF power and roll it back wide open so everything is back all the way up. One more time, 135 peak. Good numbers, doing a good job. All right, so I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to plug in the modified microphone here, and we'll check it and see how it kind of compares to the other chassis. And it's very nice. What I look at this as is it's on par with the heavily modified 447s that I do, and also the Striker 955 and 655 version 1's much better option than the version 2. But you'll get your sideband with this, so it's like on point with the 447. It's a new option for that, but you'll have your sideband option too. And I didn't demonstrate output on sideband. I can go ahead and do that. Let me let's go to lower sideband here, and I'll modulate that. I don't never think to really show output there, but I don't have my tester plugged in. I got my mic plugged in. I apologize. All right, back to there. Modulated on sideband. Sorry, I got everything in my way. We were modulating to 130 peak on sideband, and we are still clean on the spectrum analyzer as well. So that is on sideband. All right, so we'll move that out to back to AM. Let's see, am I missing anything before I change back over? All right, yeah, my monitor's still on AM, so I didn't swap it to sideband. All right, try to get this mic plugged in here, and I'm going to plug into the line level. And I apologize for the rough video. It's been a minute since I made one, and I've already started modifying the chain on the version 2 Strikers for full hi-fi receive and transmit, but it still just doesn't come to the potential of the Anytone or the President, you know, or the version 1 655 and 955s, or the 447. 447 is my go-to. It's my favorite. This one is fantastic, and this would be my favorite sideband option for sure, to replace the 955 version 1 that's no longer available. We have a couple left, but you know, very, very few, and they'll be going soon. All right, so let me go and plug into the line level. Sorry about all the rambling, and we'll see what it sounds like. Before I plug that in, let me try to get these headphones in my ears so y'all ain't waiting listening to static. Oh, it's kind of hard to do one-handed too. All right, I'm gonna plug in the line level now, and we'll see what it sounds like over the air.
All right, there it is. Just a little bit hot on the gain, and unfortunately the gain's in the menu. Back down the monitor just a piece for me, Darren, because I do got it just a little bit hot over there. I'd back it down just a little bit, and maybe that'll straighten it out. And if anything, I'd maybe back down the mic gain just a smidge, but it's through the menu. But it sounds fine still. It's just a little bit hot is all. And but anyway, I got everything wide open. I could actually back away from the mic just a touch to take away that little edge off of the sound. But anyway, an Anytone Quad 6 here with the full hi-fi transmit, receive, and etc. done. Have a 1-2. See, I'm directly on it right there, and I just back off just a touch right there. You can tell the gain's just a tiny amount hot. Go ahead and set the gain in the menu real quick there, D-Win. All right, yeah, that's nice and smooth and good there. It was at 34. We just dipped it down to 28. He forgot to hit the button for the being able to adjust it. And I could probably go in between it. Mike could go up to 30 or so. You can bump my monitor volume back up just a tiny touch because I may be just a hair low on my monitor there. But anyway, again, I apologize for the rough video, but I am checking out this Anytone Quad 6, and we're kind of seeing how it stacks up to the rest. How the 1-2, and it's just a hair light on the modulation now. I'd probably bump it up about 2 more clicks, but y'all get the picture. Anytone Quad 6 sounding good, and we'll kind of go on from there.
All right, I could have probably bumped the mic gain up maybe, you know, two to 3 more clicks or so. But it's fine. You know, it's just a hair hot at 34, a hair light at 28, probably 30, 31 would be good. And that'd be a good reference for you, Brian, to be able to run it to. You'll be able to have plenty of headroom to adjust either direction that you need. But anyway, I appreciate it. Hope you. Oh, I didn't show the S meter. Let me go to air and plug into the S meter here real quick. You got me on air over there on the MFJ, Darren. I'll go ahead and actually plug into the line level too, so you'll be able to hear how the receiver sounds line level. Where's my cable? It's sitting on my bench. Hang on. We may go down to the bowl, but it sounds like 20's got some skip rolling right now, so. All right, I'll plug into the line level so it'll be better in here in the room.
Right there, all right. Yeah, take it back. The water's still cold, I think. There's a submarine to get there, too. Yeah. Oh, I published a 45 Smeter box. So have some compassion. I'm trying to keep the rope tight, trying to keep that rope tight. I got a whole train full. I'm getting all down. Here, you know. Is that being show me I'm standing. 7 Northern Compensated shipping back. Here we go.
All right, anyway, I got to give a good example of the line level recording for the MP3 circuit, demonstrate, show it's working. That also showed the S meter. I don't think I demonstrated the average, but it's about around 72 on the top end. It'll be much, much lower with that average rolled down, so you'll have full adjustment to go anywhere you want to. Anyway, appreciate you, Brian. Hope you enjoy this heavily modified Anytone. We've been wanting to make a video of one of the Anytones. I've already done them with the Lincolns and Strikers, you know, many times over, but I have not had the opportunity to do one of the Anytone yet. So I did want to demonstrate the Hifi on them in case somebody wanted us to build one of those out. Y'all take care. Appreciate y'all watching. Sorry it's been so long since we posted anything.